Good morning. It is Freeform Friday. Today, we started a little bit later because I was testing some stuff beforehand. I probably could have tested it with you live, but I decided. And I didn't go through my usual checklist. That's okay. I got it now. Normally, I run through my checklist, and it's something that I should do every time, but I didn't this morning. And so, with the stuff that I was testing, I just like, oh, shoot, it's time. So here we are, Friday. And so, some people may have left because I didn't start earlier, and I apologize for that. But we're here. We're here now. And so we will do what it is we got to do. I am going to just do something. I'm going to be putting it on screen. Well, no, not on screen, but in the chat. I'm going to drop the link, the interview. Show how an interview. Can I make this screen bigger? Oh, no, that just makes... Okay. What? Sweet. Okay, I'm going to move that over there. I'm just getting prepped for when we go live. Hopefully I'm on the right link. I think that's the right link. You know, I'm going to drop it now while we're here. Okay. To get the link, you got to come on YouTube. All right. This is going to be a community stream. Hopefully, let's see. I always forget because I'm not using this all the time. That's my bad for preparation. Right. My bad for preparation. And just here, relaxing on Black Friday. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Okay. All right. I think I've got that on there. Cool. All right. So while we're waiting for people to come on and ask their question or put their song in the chat, we are going to see what it is we're going to see. Okay. I like the fact now that we know we could look to see who's there from who's not. Say after Thanksgiving, that's when, you know, you can start with the Christmas songs. I don't know. Oh, man. right, all right. Oh, come all ye faithful. Okay. Let's see if we can have those comments come up. Okay, I see you. One time. It's one of my favorite songs, Laquita. Favorite songs. Oh, come, let us adore him. That was good. That's good. That's good. Oh, come, let us adore him. It's been uh, up early this morning to run a program for the office, and doing it for the past. It's like, yo, 5 o'clock comes early. Early. Yes, Doc says, so ready for Christmas tunes now that Get Your Fat On Day has ended. Oh, man. I heard some guys talking on the radio about, you know, he's probably gonna, he's not feeling too comfortable because he cannot pig out, is what he says. And I'm like, man, Thanksgiving wasn't meant as a pig out day, right? I have so much gratitude for my family. It's like, don't yawn. Play another Christmas tune. It's like, oh, yeah. Don't yawn. Play another Christmas tune, Dave. I am so ready for it, you know. It was interesting listening to these two guys talk about he wasn't going to be at home, so he needed to, you know, I was just like, I'm not even going to go into what he said. He was like getting ready to, like, scope out the bathroom in case the food isn't good. So I'm like, what? Yo, that is not how it go. Uh all right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out, Doc. I'll check it out. And we've got so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. Oh, that's a good one, Doc. The Thanksgiving turkey got kicked out of the stands. He tripped the fan. Oh, that is excellent. Excellent. I needed that this morning. And I think I might actually steal that download. Wait, I can't just download it. Okay, that's fine. It is awesome. That is an awesome, awesome, awesome quote. Okay, I see what it is. That is good. You might as well steal it. I did. Uh, oh man, how do I do that? All right, Command Shift 4. Kapow. I'm just gonna make a copy of this graphic, and then I'm gonna pull it up as an overlay, because you can do that in Ecamm, right? Ecamm is the software that I'm using to stream right now. Yes, Doc said you might as well steal it. Go ahead. If you do have a song that you would want to hear, or a question that you want to ask. I was going to do a little bit of Q&A today. Whoop. Oh, holy night. I see you, Doc. Stand by. Setting up my behind the scenes camera, which I thought I had already set up, but yeah. Um, wow. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, holy night. Here we go. Wow, that's good. That is good. Hey, Gabby, thank you for that. That one, absolute favorite. Yes, 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 yes. So good, so good. Gabby, thank you. Mary, did you know the Christmas version of Hallelujah? Wow, nice. Of the Hallelujah song. Okay, it's awesome. Thank you, Gabby. If you were at YouTube, you would see the link. I have dropped that link. Do I need to do it again? And it only comes up on. It only comes up when I type in here. Cast. It only comes on there. So we'll do Mary Did You Know here in a few minutes, Doc. We'll get to that one. So we are here on this channel. Here I answer your questions and play your songs. I also play my songs, but I play your songs and I provide just a quiet space to relax, chill, get some good vibes. I have made some promises. I have done some things. You know what? This didn't give me what I wanted. There we go. And so I'm here to play your songs and answer your questions relating to tech, relating to showing what's possible, right? Now, I am an older man, past middle age. I'm getting up there in the years. And I have some stories. I have some tales to tell. I have some wisdom that I could share with you with regard to putting on a show, right? Young at heart. Thank you. Oh, Gabby, my favorite Floridian. Favorite Floridian. So, so, so good that you were able to make it on today. Yay. She's like young at heart. And so with my Monday stream and the Wednesday stream, more likely the Wednesday stream was starting to gear towards tech, but then I stopped finding guests. I did. It wasn't, there are guests out there, multiple, but I put fear in the way of booking them and preparing for them, bringing them before you, right? So that is going to change in moving forward, but we'll cross that bridge when we come there. And this space has been absolutely phenomenal. People have been coming. and finding. It's like, oh, I didn't know you exist. But they're here, and that's good. So, for all of you who were watching, thank you. It is a huge shopping day here in the US. Some people say this day makes their entire year. They go through all of the sales they need to on this day. So you better have your inventory. As a store owner, you better have your inventory. And I think one of the best ways that you can showcase your sweet sauce, your goodness, if you have a business or if you're an actress or if you are a somebody is looking for what you have produced. Kirk on his show on Monday evening said, talking with Luria Petrucci of Livestream Pro they said, listen, they've had people who were interviewed and in the interview process was asked, hey, what's your online portfolio look like? What have you done in this space? It's like, oh, and they got or lost the job because they had or didn't have a portfolio of videos of different things you've done. So, like for you, Gabby, you can come live and showcase. So, okay, so this is how, or even to train young actors and actresses coming up. I know there are academies, there are schools, there are drama classes that you can take in high school, etc. But you can provide that extra thing. How do you deal with makeup? What's the correct amount to use? How is your lighting affected by, you know, this and your skin tone? You may want to make sure you don't wear white, right? You may want to, these things are important. And so sharing them on your journey, and I believe doing it live and sharing your journey is one of the number one ways to get in front of people. So I also answer tech questions. It's like, hey, David, what camera are you using? Hey, Dave, what, how do you set your lighting? How do you get that effect on the keys? And it's like everything is centered right here, you know? You can, how do you do that? Gabby's, yeah, so very true. The light is is after audio. Lighting is next. So it goes audio, lighting, then the camera. Let me tell you something. If I turn this light off, this shot would look horrible. It's just like horrible, horrible, horrible. Even as we looked for Mary, it's like, how do you come find Mary? You need light. Mary, did you know? He's like, yeah, Mary, did you know that you need light to see this piano over here? Oh shoot, Dave's so very true. Right? Audio, number one. Video composes of your lighting and your camera. And auto balance. I hold in my grimy little fingers. They're not grimy, but for $8, you can set it to auto, and this just folds right up into a nice little circle. It just folds. There are some things you have to really know, like a tent. They have those tents for the beach. They have these, the wire that goes along the edge. You just have to fold it. It doesn't fold that easy. I also have a green screen that I could set on a little tripod thing. It's not the Elgato green screen. And it comes in a little shippy case. Just stick that in there. You do the white balance on those. Okay, so I was also going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes. He's like, David, you're losing it, kid. Okay. So this is what my behind the scenes looks like if I were to just show you here. On this side, I have my Vizio monitor. It's kind of like what YouTube is. I set that to YouTube, or if I'm doing some other thing here and right now I'm pointing to it there. Oh, let's pull that back. Okay. My cable management is a little on the crazy side. This is the monitor. It's hiding behind it, so normally in this shot you don't see it. I should say in this shot you don't see it. There's some stuff on this desk here. I can point to a little bit of them. And why is there? Okay. I'll fix that here in a minute. There's no video source. Ho. Okay. Puts me in to the shot right there. Okay. And then the MacBook Pro in the middle is the one that's running the stream, right? You can see here, and I have the comments on the side. Comments are on the side there. My sound levels, my sound effects is in the middle. And I have my spare glasses right here in case I come down into the space without it. And the video hub here, this is where I monitor the video. What, I don't monitor the video. Sorry about that. I don't monitor the video, but this is where it's a video hub. It brings all these cameras. Sony ZV-10, which I could mount in a different way, but I have it there right now. And then this is the main camera. Let's raise that up a little. I'll raise it up. So this is the main camera here, the Sony 6600. All right. All the links for these are in the video description. And just wanted to just touch base. So the MacBook Pro, and then this is the dock. This brings this all together. It's the CalDigit TS3. I have a spare headset. I have several of these. It's the KZN ZSN Pro. It's about $20, $23. They have cheaper ones. Yin who, or I forget who makes them, but they are awesome. There's several pairs of those. You have a pen and a screwdriver in case I need it. This is the hard drive for the it's a SanDisk for the ATEM Mini Extreme, right? And then off to the side, here is the Rodecaster Pro, which kind of monitors the audio coming in and out of the stream. Right, and so I'm mentioning all of this stuff. Oh, other thing I forgot is the two more things here. The Stream Deck. This allows me to keep my Ecamm scenes and overlays like this one. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Hey, Aubrey, Simply Aubs, doing a little bit of a Q&A. And I know that, Aubrey, you have your 7 a.m. stream to jump on. So thank you for coming by and chopping it up for a minute. And then on the right here is the KYY monitor. Okay. She says she'll be back. All right. Very good. Very good. So that is it. That's it in a nutshell. And then, of course, I have my top-down shot, which also shows the keyboard and the mouse and my spare audio interface in case something catastrophic goes wrong with the Rodecaster. I can always jump back to Focusrite. The Focusrite was what I was rocking for a long time. And this thing really, oh, let's put this over here. Focusrite, which had two inputs, left and right, and they were the combo inputs like they have on there. So, yo, Papi Blanco, what is good, my guy? So good to see you here. And Just going through. Well, see, that's what I need to. So this is my keyboard. It's just a MIDI controller. It's running USB into the Cal Digit. Right. It's running into the Cal Digit, which is connected to the MacBook. So all of the peripherals connect with this one cable right here. One cable. Am I muted? Yo, am I muted for real? For real? For real? Am I muted? Okay. It looks like I'm good. It looks like I'm good. Maybe your browser is muted, but I think I'm good. Okay. You guys can hear me all right. All right. Papi Blanco. Much respect, man. Yeah. So in this one we want to yeah. Thank you for letting me know though. So if I'm muted, I need to know. I need to know so I can make sure that I become unmuted. It's good. So it's what we call Black Friday here in the US, and we typically have a lot of great sales, especially for tech stuff. So I wanted to talk about a little bit of the tech stuff this morning and bring you to my main software. I know there are a lot of people who stream that use StreamYard because they can use it for free and you can get, a pretty decent stream from it, right? Or you pay, $20 a month, stuff like that, and get a really good, you put in your overlays and stuff like that. But there are limitations to the free. You could only have 6 people on. You could only have 720p quality of the stream. And if you want a little bit of a higher quality, then you'd have to pay for the pro plan, I believe. Or is it the standard plan gets you up to 10 people, I believe, and the pro plan gets you 1080, right? But this is what I use. I use Ecamm, and it's a little bit of a learning curve, right? But there are free resources out there, and they will set you up right. And today it's 40% off as long as you have your subscription. Ecamm's 40% off. So I just wanted to share that because I love you guys. And I want you to have whatever it is you need. You pay one price, right? In perpetuity for it. So that's it. Steven, so glad to see you, my brother. And, Papi Blanco, so glad that you are here. He's like, yo, my guy. Respect. And you get to bring it in. There was a request for Mary, Did You Know? And so I will play that actually right now. Let's go here. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Oh, Mary, did you know? Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Sleep and food won out today. Oh man, so glad that you were able to come through though, Albert. It is 7:10 and if you wanted to come up and share and ask your question live, that is also cool. See the little red cord hanging here? This is, probably could pull that out the way. Shift everything over. Okay. So glad that you were able to make it. So glad that you were able to make it. We've on for an hour or so, but I don't have to work like work today. And so if you wanted to ask your question live, I'm going to say davidhunt.link/guest. davidhunt.link/guest. That will get you on. He just asked that you cam up, if you would. davidhunt.link/guest. And so I'm grateful for each one of you that have put your song in the chat. We look like we're going to be getting those Christmas requests, right? Christmas songs are going to be coming heavy, heavy, heavy. So in this space, we're going to try and make sure that we get them all in. Lack of iron today. Blessings, Bravo with Sheila. It is a little bit on the late side. Me 6. For me, normally by this time, every morning I'm done. I'm driving out of the driveway at 7:15 to get to my spot for 8 o'clock, right? And there are so many things that we could be doing. I appreciate all of you. There was one point, I believe, 11 watching, and I could click this button here and see who's on Facebook, who's on YouTube, how many are watching. There's 7 of you watching on YouTube and 2 coming in from Facebook. In this, so grateful for each one of you. You know, when I started this morning, there were 2. I know there's 9. And so we make it our business to keep hope alive. We make it our business to share. I try to share positive messages that bring people hope, that encourage them to use their hands, their voice, like Papi Blanco TV, and their heart fueled by love to make a difference. Make a difference. A lot of people are talking about Shanquelle. I believe her name is Shanquelle. Was murdered in Mexico. And, you know, by jealous friends or whatever the motivation is. I was like, there's no reason for that. As I was talking to someone else earlier this week, is like, there is enough space on YouTube. There is enough space in the interwebs. There is enough bandwidth for each person to tell their story, because there are millions of channels on YouTube, maybe billions. I don't know, but there are only a few million that make it to 1,000 subscribers and continue on adding value. There are a few. There's even a smaller subset that make it to 10,000 and then, to 100,000 and get that silver play button and go on to, get the gold play button. The gold play button is 1 million subscribers, right? Along the way, you can help a ton of people. Help a ton of people. So, and there are so many facets to each person. It's like, finding the right niche and niching down and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, everybody's got to pay bills, unless you're like that and you pay your bills without. Everybody's got to work somewhere or find a way to sustain themselves. Everybody's got to do all of those things. Some people are more organized, some people are less organized. Some people have more or less musical ability, generationally, you know, and these things are inherited. So there are traits for each person that you have that can be passed on. So your work ethic, your the ability to listen to music and go, oh, huh, I see what he's doing. Break that down. You can hear the rhythmic intertwinings. My buddy Charles is a drummer. Listen to a song, he's like, oh yeah, I know what he's doing. It's because he's lived enough and played enough and heard enough music and taught enough people that the rhythmic part of the music is like, you could sit there, write it out so that someone who reads drum charts could play it, you know, and the feel. And Charles is amazing. Some of you may know of Jacob Collier, his perfect pitch, and could tell you you're singing, the frequency is 432 hertz. That level of, those are usually once in a lifetime kind of guys. Like Mozart from 3 years old could write out a concerto. It's like, bro, it's like this next level. But that doesn't mean because he's so talented or can navigate that space in such that way that to tell me that I need to stop playing. No. I'm sure you would say, no, make music. Make music. That's the thing. It's like everyone use your gifts according to your. Wow, Sheila, it is 4 a.m. and you're here. That is awesome. Thank you so much. That's right. You were traveling out to the West Coast. But I'm glad you made it safely and that you're up early. I know once you get out there, it's like, you wake up. It's like, why am I up at 5 in the morning? It's already 8 here, right? So thank you, Aubrey. You make music. And I did drop the link if someone wanted to come up and just talk, chop it up, or share, right? If you have a song that you wanted to sing, or that you wanted not to sing, you wanted me to play or sing, we could do that. We also want you to know that you can support the stream by going to the links below if you need a pair of headphones, the IEMs, in-ear monitors listed there, the KZ and ZSN Pros. It's one of my favorite pairs of headphones. I also use the Me6, MEE6, not the Pro, but the regular version. Those come with a little carrying case, and those are like $16. I probably should put those in the description. Do I have that in the description? I am thankful for each one of you today. Let me check the description. What, Dave? I do not have them. I do not have that. And of course, we've got someone calling. Aubrey. Yo, let me go to a scene I think I set up here. This is just the camera switching and add right. Morning, Obs.
Oh, oops. Hey there. How are you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, just going to do my thing real fast, and I'm like,
Nice.
Scattered, but yeah.
So good. Hey, let me see if I can get your volume up, because I think for me, you sound softer. Let me hit interview. Talk, say something.
Okay, hello. I'm trying to work on my mic stuff, but
Okay, what
yeah.
mic do you have? Maybe I should put you full screen.
Well, this one's what do you call it? MV7.
MV7. Okay.
Yep. There you
All
go.
right.
So I was hoping that would be better.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're talking off to the side of it like this.
Correct.
As opposed to like.
Could do that a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a little better. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Simply Obs. She was in the comments and now she's on screen.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. And we have, I thought, we'd open it up to the community today and just chop it up and chat. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was very good, thank you. We went over to my wife's dad's house. And, speaking of grateful, he just had a heart attack 2 weeks ago, a widowmaker. So it's one of those, wow. 15% of people survive. So I'm like, dude, I know a little bit about surviving crazy stuff, but I am so glad he had what he needed, the great people around him to help.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's important. We can, sometimes we don't have control of the circumstances around us. We can't control how our body's going to react to a certain thing, or, you're riding your bike and next thing you know, you wake up in the hospital. Yeah. Or, these things, it's just, you have no control. So we're just grateful for the time we have with our loved ones and grateful that we're able to have people around to help. That's good. That's good.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good.
I even, recounted my own, accident today. And I'm like, man, it's crazy to have friends. I mean, we're coming up on 7 years since my accident. And I'm like,
wow.
I have friends text me and, of course, happy Thanksgiving, but like, hey, I'm thankful, grateful for you. I'm like, what? I'm grateful you're still here. I'm like,
yeah, that's good.
So, that's good. Just amazing. Yep. Very thankful.
I'm looking at the back wall and I see that Fender Acoustasonic.
Yep. Oops. There we go. Yep. Yes, we can even
Yes.
talk
How
about
do you
that.
like
Yep.
that?
I actually love it. And it was one of those things when I had my accident and all that, I wasn't as into the music scene anymore. So
Yep.
then all of a sudden I found out and I'm like, that's what I've been saying for years I wanted, you know? Because, I mean, I love my acoustic guitar, but it's usually bigger and I'm like, it's not comfortable. But
Mm-hmm.
now I'm like, all right, let's do it. So,
That's great. That's great. That's
yeah.
great. So, Obs, what do you have coming up? I know that we've talked a little bit of, might have been 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I forget when it was.
Yeah.
We had a whole
Hey,
bunch
me
of
too,
people
don't
on.
worry.
Yeah. But, what do you have coming up? I know you're live every day
Yep.
in the morning, and you do inspire a lot of people. Listen, fam, I'm just gonna say, if you think about anything that would stop you, I want you to think of Aubrey and her story, where she was able to, in her thing, some people may say, well, I don't talk that great, or I speak very slow and deliberate. You still have a tale to tell. You still have a
Correct.
story. I had mentioned there was this, I forget exactly where it was, but he became paralyzed and wrote a book just blinking his eye,
Yeah.
at the software or whatever it was he was using to dictate his book. And
Yes.
I'm like, okay, what are you
Yep.
doing with your life, Dave?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what helps to inspire me every time I think about quitting. It's like,
Yeah.
so good,
Yeah.
so good.
It's,
So I'm just going to encourage everybody to find a way to encapsulate and share the journey so that others coming behind you can find a way to navigate the space.
yes. Yes. It's amazing all the things you can do and you can't think of exactly what. I'm like, for me, yeah, even going online on camera, people can hear me. I'm like, I used to speak for a living and now I can't think of words. Aphasia? What? So, but like you said, hey, there's a lot of people doing more. I mean, man who is paralyzed writing a book, I'm like, all right, well, I may not talk well or like I like, but you know what? I need encouragement all the time. So I get it and share it.
Yep. That's
So,
awesome, Obs. That's is so awesome. So I wanna say now, uh Albert, who has the link and could come up, um put a request. Whoa, let me do that again. Stand by. I'm gonna hide the last comment and put it back again. Okay. When the scene is unlocked, your comments you have to watch the order. When the scene is locked, then the comments will come over everything. And so they're seen. For some reason it was coming up behind my buy me a coffee. All right. So if I put it up like that, I have the scene unlocked in case someone else came up. I can add them to the scene real easy.
so
All right.
yeah, very
So
easy when it's unlocked, but I know it can be a mess.
yeah, yeah. When it's locked, then he's like, "Oh, I gotta unlock the scene and do all the stuff." But Yeah, so there's a song called My Girl, and I'm going to dedicate that one to you, Aubrey.
Well, thank you.
So it goes like this. On a cloudy day, it's clouds outside, light up the month of May. How can you say what can make me feel this way? You guessed it. Talking my mind. Yeah,
Very good.
you're my inspiration. What I think is like, Dave, you can't go on. No, no, no. If Aubrey
Yep.
can do it, you can do it too. So there you go.
Glad we
That's
can
what I use.
collaborate.
Okay, so now there's another song. This one I'd probably do it on the solo side. The 3 instrument works. Good. You provided that the perfect rhythm. Perfect rhythm.
Little shake. Do what I can.
The shaker. I have one of those around here somewhere.
Oh yeah. I will just
I can't put
admit,
my
yeah, I got some little fun things.
Oh,
Yesterday.
okay. Nice. Nice. That's good. That's good. All right. So let's see what else is it. Okay. Order my steps. All right. This one is a little bit. I'm just going to solo. And 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, yes. Please order my steps. Oh, Aubrey, you were there and then you were gone. I was gonna bring that. I was gonna bring you back up. Okay, sorry. It's like, okay, David, 4 views. Yeah, yeah. Those are the four shots. It's called a super source, and it's only with the A10 Mini Extreme. A10 Mini Extreme. Well, hang on 1 second. It's 1, 2. Okay, there it is. All right. It's kind of like a scene. Um, you can get one. Right. This is like the first super source that I created. And this was the second one that I did and had. I think this one gives me 3, but I don't use it that much. It's not. This is the one that kind of like brings it in a little bit. You could see a little bit more the clutter in the background over there. But it's more of a wide angle. This is the 16 millimeter Sigma lens, and this one has a 30 millimeter because I wanted a tighter shot here, just showing everything. And of course, across the way here. The only problem with this shot is that this fourth shot here, what my hand is pointing down in the corner, this shot it shows upside down. The 3 camera view. Yuck. So yeah, so we make it work. We make it work. Then of course we have the shot with the border and the background around it. Super sources, super. Ah, Jocelyn, so good to see you today. Super grateful for each one of you. Super grateful for the opportunity. Super grateful for the space that super grateful for the space so that I could see you guys over here. This camera, it zooms in and out. Plus the rest of the space. I have the studio little reveal monitors that I've had for years. Audio monitors. I don't remember. Those things are like 20 years old. But they provide a little bit of a bump. And yeah. That's how that goes. I like the back camera view. Yeah, so this is just see this red cable on, that's what I'm using for it right here. I have it for my camera, which is connected. I like the wired look because it gives more of the scene in there. So it is Black Friday. So in case you wanted to get an idea of how to set up your shot, and then of course here I have the two soft boxes. One is um, the ESDDI softbox. I believe it's a 60-watt bulb in there, but it's super bright white. The softbox adds that um, softening of the light so that it's not. If I were to have that light on me, it would be, you'd see a spot on my head. And if I lifted my eyes up, you would see the reflection even worse in the glasses. You know, it's so normally on the right here I have the um, the camera view for the ATEM, but no. And you notice the stand that I have my TV on is a shoebox. It's basically what it is. Move your spotlight to the upper left corner and play a little something. Great diffusion, yeah. So now I have two of them. If I needed to add a little bit more light, I don't have it directly on me, but off to the side, so it casts a little bit of a shadow. I could probably turn that on. You could see what it looks like. But it adds more light. But because it's not on me, it helps to, keep things a little diffused. I've been using the one light. Shoe boxes are great for height. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shoe boxes are great for hash. No, upper right hand corner. Let's see. Can I move this guy? Yes, I can. I can move him. And you wanted me to play something. Yeah, so that's how that goes. Oh. This top down shot is, I had to flip it upside down, the whole scene. So when I flip back, it was a little bit on the delayed side. You see, it was upside down for a minute and then flipped back. I had to fix the transition for that one. And then, of course, I also have this shot. Of course, I think 7 seconds behind on the other. Between when you type something in YouTube and when I see it, it's 7 seconds. Or when I say something, you're hearing it 7 seconds later. Built-in obsolescence. Built-in obsolescence, David, really? No. I'm planning a blackout Friday, watching the inside of my eyelids most of the day. It's a protest of sorts to Black Friday. Oh, that's cute. Blackout Friday. That is so awesome. So awesome. Okay, fam, we've been on for about an hour and a half, and I'm grateful for you. Amethyst, peace to you. Peace to you. Made it to the live. We made it to the live. We have, 7:46? It is getting to be a little bit on the late side. Didn't have to go to work today, so I thought I'd open it up and share. We had Aubrey come through for a little bit and talk about being grateful and thankful for being grateful and thankful for just the ability to talk. And I wanted to encourage people, like I'm using with this shot. This is um, pretty much just my phone connected to. It was like, yeah, it looks a little messy. Yeah, that's okay. You know, you provide a space for you to be able to share with one another, right? Provide a space for you to um, collaborate, and number of viewers on YouTube keep increasing. Yes, because it's later on. I've always said that it's like Matthew Jackson. He's like, yo, your cameras are sick. Oh man, Matt, I always wanted Sony. Sony is the thing. This one on the left here, um, Matt. This one on the left, right here. Of course, my hand is in the shot, right? So it focuses on that. But this one right here that I'm pointing to, the Sony ZV-E10, is really accessible. You may have to save up a few pennies to get it, but it's really accessible. And for for you as as a drummer, you set up multiple angles, camera angles, right? You'd have one coming from the right, from the left, one straight on. You could use your cell phone with a MacBook. You can pretty much hook it up even to the Cal Digit over here. I should probably wrap this up a little better. Um, the Cal Digit provides CalDigit provides a way to bring all of those peripherals in, right? Even if you were doing, not like I have the A10, which is just one input, but if you had a bunch of capture cards, you can attach them to a CalDigit. If you have two, attach them in. This monitor over here, this is where I have my music piano software. You see, I don't know if you can see the little green things moving over. And I can monitor. I also have main stage running. And so I can see. All right, so I have my music stuff over here. And Um, and then I have Ecamm in the middle. So if I need to look, it's really easy for me to go from the screen to the camera. Let me just raise that up a little bit. Right. And of course, I have, the wires going here. I'm using a microphone stand, a boom stand. That's how I'm able to get the shot over. I had it behind me for I think back in February, I put it behind me, but it was really distracting in the shot. So I'm grateful that I'm able now to put it over the top like that. That works really good. It's also fancy. It may seem fancy, but when I first started, when I first started, I had a $60 webcam. Just listen to this. $60 webcam, and I also had the Shure MV51, the MV51, which was a condenser mic, and that thing picked up everything in the room, and I was in my living room, so it's just, oh man, let me jump on that video. I was thinking about that the other day. Let me jump on that video. See, now I'm able to, on this screen over here, show my channel and go to live and scroll all the way down. You see the windows moving over here. In fact, I can probably bring that on like this. Right, and so I'm scrolling all the way through, going back to the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. You can see the evolution of my thumbnails. Freeform Friday, though, has been a thing for many years. Remember the black and white ones, brown ones, and then the ones without thumbnails. There was a time when I didn't use thumbnails at all. Love, laugh, live. Good morning, Yvette. Yeah, condenser microphones. This is what it was. That cello's been there for a minute. So you could see in my living room, I was next to the window with stuff being, it's a journey. I'm just gonna, pause there. So you see, I'm using the webcam. It has the fishbowl effect. So I'm just telling you, you can, I'm just going to full screen this on here. You can make, so if you see the little microphone right here, just above where that little video is, that's my microphone. It's the same microphone that I believe that Laquita, blind guy, his wife, their life, that's what they use. But you can see that fishbowl effect. It's like, no, unless that's the effect you're looking for. Yeah, I couldn't recommend that look to anybody right now. But the window in the background, I didn't have any blackout curtains. I got those later. And, just controlling the amount of light in the room was very important. So, Yvette, Grand, I started my live sessions on Sundays, and I thank you for being an awesome mentor as I've watched you. I'm glad. He's like, yes, you can do it. Just start and get better as you progress. Yeah, I didn't have all of these. I think one of the first things I got was the light. And then I still think I have that. It's a Nikon D3500. But the Nikon and the Sonys have different color signs. So to dial in that Nikon to make it look like a Sony, it takes a little bit of work. But I just brought up this picture to show you what's possible. If you have value to share and can share it, say by all means. That's not a flattering shot of me. I probably could try to make it move a little bit more. Okay, I'll take that. Show the bald head a little. Sony A6400. That's good. That's good. Yvette. That is good. So just gonna hit escape on this. Bring it back. 12 total views. 12 views. SEO score 0. It's like I did nothing with this video. Right? And I believe I had 0 subscribers. Now it's 465. Right? We're looking to push that number higher. We were hoping to get a community tab at 500, but YouTube turned it on. It's like, hey, I'll take it. Right? I will take it. So grateful to all of you who came through today. Thanking you for your support. Right? This video had 12 views, 5 likes, and a lot of those were family members. It's like, your skin looks great. You are always looking for the positive. I'm getting a like today. That's good. Absolutely. I don't know if the ESDDIs are still available. They're not ones that you can change the intensity of. And so I got them because that's what Kirk had at the time. I'm like, yo, if it's good enough for Kirk, it's good enough for me. I pray your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving, because every day is a day of Thanksgiving. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and we're back. And so for the different scenes, see, like with Ecamm, That Firefox scene was a scene that I already had set up in the system. So for me, it was pretty simple to get to it, right? I just clicked the Firebox button on the Stream Deck. I don't even have to look in my list of scenes to see where it is. I probably could come back to. Boom. Now we get the infinity effect, right? Each one takes the 7 seconds to roll through. That's why. Let's see how long it takes to really get to infinity. David, you're gonna be here for a while. Oh shoot. Okay. So once you start showing yourselves, it's like whoop. Hyperpigmentation. I've got some hyperpigmentation issues, so I appreciate great skin. Okay, cool. That's awesome. You know, even with that, okay, so let me talk about that for a minute. Adrian Nash. Everybody has a unique perspective on their life. And you see, no two people are alike. It's like fingerprints. You can use those as an identifier to unlock your phone or unlock a bio lab or some work facility, a retinal scan. You are the only one that has those traits. You are the only one that has those traits. I'll say it again. You are the only one that's you. So, me, I am an immigrant from Trinidad. Oh, wrong shoulder. Immigrant from Trinidad and Tobago. That narrows down the subset from the billions of people in the world to a small section. I traveled to the United States as an adult. Well, maybe there are a lot more people, but from Trinidad, that's an even smaller percentage. I went to live in Massachusetts. I came through New York and from New York to Boston. And in the same day, it was August 30th, 1994. So, as a young adult coming to study music and computers at a small Christian college. So you see, it's narrowing down. So I, Afro-Caribbean descent. Now I'm African American because I have a naturalized citizen. The naturalization process. That's another piece of me that's unique. So for me, and now I'm older, I'm in my 50s. So each piece adds the uniqueness that it is. So if I had uh, hyperpigmentation, as Adrian Nash called, that's something that's uniquely me that I could talk about. I can't talk about hyperpigmentation because I don't have that as a thing. That is not something in my experience that I could uniquely talk about. Let's talk about an Asian man. Asian man. He's Chinese, let's say. Oh no, let's say South Korean. And he's talking about natural African hair and selling hair products. Maybe he's a chemist. Maybe he's a biologist of some sort, and he's come up with the formula. But it's not his lived experience. Yes, he can talk about it. And I'm not saying he can't talk about it. He can. But someone gonna look at him like, bruh, he's talking about women, natural hair, African hair. It just doesn't work. He's like, look at him and be like, maybe it may work because it's like, what? I gotta see what this South Korean guy has to say about natural African women's hair. So, I'm just saying, right? And Adrian, I'm not saying that hyperpigmentation is bad. I'm just saying is that you can authentically talk about it on a YouTube channel because that is your lived experience. And it's, I could talk about music, I could talk about piano, I could talk about the technology because it is my lived experience. I've done videos for people and I've created, taken the light and the camera to the shoot, set it up, put them in it as the talent, recorded them, gone back, multiple angles, put it together, and say, I can talk about that because it is my lived experience. Simply Aubrey can talk about being paralyzed and working her way back from that, not being able to speak clearly, and now she's going live. And I believe it comes across more authentically live. Yes, you can do pre recording, you can do live to tape, or as we say, live to disc. Um, cheers to a lived experience. Of course, I cannot authentically talk about underwater basket weaving because it's not my lived experience. No, I don't know anybody that does underwater basket weaving. That would be phenomenal. And I'd watch that. But it's not my lived experience. It's not something that I could ever say, did you say, bro? Oh, Albert, you can derail a conversation good. That's awesome. Love it. It's imperative that that's the only way to live is authentically through your lived experience. The only way to come across live. I could talk about, being an immigrant and what that feels is and having to learn the history of African Americans because to someone on the street, they see me, they don't know that I came to this country as an adult and did not live through civil rights movement and only learned about Martin Luther. I mean, I knew about Martin Luther growing up. I have a dream speech is known worldwide, freedom fighters all over the world, but still, it wasn't really part of my thing. I mean, Eric Williams was my dude, right? Eric Williams was the prime minister of Trinidad and Tobago for 25, 30 years. I mean, he was the dude. Eric Williams, yeah, he was the man, right? That's who I knew. He was the prime minister when we became independent or shortly thereafter. I don't remember exactly. Now it's been Eric Williams, yes. He was the prime minister of Trinidad for many, many years. Many years. I probably should check that out, make sure I'm talking truth. No, 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 no. That's it. So He was the leader of the People's National Movement, the PNM, um, the party that pretty much ran things for many years until he was ousted. Well, he wasn't ousted. Passed away, and um, the prime minister that took over was, he didn't have that cachet with the people like Eric Williams did. And so, anyways, I digress. Right? See, so I can talk about that because that's my lived experience. That was my lived experience. So I had to come here and learn about the different things. Don't go here, don't go there. And I always had a healthy respect for authority. So, if I got pulled over, it's like, do you know? It's like, yes, I probably was speeding, officer. You know, um, and you keep it a stack, you keep it moving. It's at the end of the day, when I leave my house, I want to come back to my family. Yeah? So I had to learn, and I was talking with my family, and talking with Kirk, one of my mentors. Kirk was like, "Hey, you have to learn because ignorance is not bliss. If you don't know the history, you're liable to repeat it, and you don't want to be that statistic, right? You want to come home to the family. It's the bottom line. Bottom line. Yeah, Eric Williams was the father of the nation, like Nelson Mandela to the people of South Africa, Mahatma Gandhi to the people of India. Eric Williams was that dude. And so, I mean, we didn't have, the fighting and stuff like that. Queen Elizabeth really helped these countries gain their independence from from Great Britain. Because before that, before 1962, we were all citizens of the United Kingdom. So we could travel to the UK, we could get UK passports. And a lot of people emigrated before independence to Great Britain. So there are a lot of people from a lot of the islands that went back to the UK, before their country gained independence. In fact, there are still countries now that are, I mean, I think Bermuda is still, if you are Bermudian, you can get a Bermudian passport, but you could also get a UK passport because you are a citizen of the United Kingdom. And citizenship has its privileges, right? So when I'm going home to Trinidad, I can, if I have my Trini passport, present that at the gate and be like, hey, I'm just coming home. And, get that validation right there. Absolutely important. And so, as Adrian Nash put in the chat, thank you, Adrian, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is not bliss. You have to keep hope alive. And so this is Freeform Friday. If you do want to, you can type your song in the link, or if you wanted to jump on screen, we can do that too. I believe I shared that link earlier. Whoa, let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? I know there were some people that were here earlier that have dropped off because they're probably heading to the store to pick up that item that they needed. interesting with dual citizenship to the UK. Yeah, there are some countries that allow for a dual citizenship. I believe Canada allows dual citizenship with the UK. The US does not. But you could renounce your citizenship. In my swearing in ceremony, there were people who were like, "Yeah, I'm not saying that line, but give me my citizenship, though." Oh man, Yvette is like, "Oh, I'm on vacation, so I'm relaxing and listening." Excellent. And yeah, no. Usually Fridays is the best day for me to do a consultation if you have a need, a small business or even a big business, or a church, or you want to set up something like this for your pastor to be able to give value back to the people, back to the parishioners. You know, this is great. And there's a pastor friend of mine. He has on TikTok like 140,000 followers. Pastor. And he's not out there, he's not dancing or doing his thing, but I mean, he's just giving snippets, you know, words of wisdom. He's like on there for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops. He's also on YouTube, and but it's in Spanish, and he's killing the game, doing it live, pre-recorded or live to tape using Ecamm. It's the beauty of Ecamm, or even StreamYard, Restream. They've all got now ISO recordings, meaning like because I had Aubrey on today, her video, like, we had both of us on screen at the same time, but her video is ISO recorded, meaning I get the isolated recording even when she's not on screen. So if there was something that I want to repurpose later, I could just repurpose her video. Not that I'm going to, but just based on our conversation, if what she was saying was, you know, she got cut off based on my camera positioning or something like that, I can actually go in and center her up, right? And do it relatively easy. I use DaVinci Resolve as my main NLE, non-linear editor. And I don't know why they call it non-linear. I guess because it's not all in a line. You could stack the videos on top of each other. Greetings, Felicia. So glad that you are here. And thank you, Laquita, for dropping that link. For those of you who are on YouTube, here it is. I believe it's only YouTubians that are watching right now. TikTok is no longer just dancing. So many live piano, singing, and worship live is awesome. I'm going to try live on TikTok this weekend. Absolutely. Just to see how it goes. And you have to test the waters, right? Test the waters. Less editing. Cool spec. Absolutely. In terms of live to tape, sometimes those are the best because doing it live, there are no retakes. It's like, oh snap, let me do that again. In fact, you can do that. You can say, hey guys, I'm trying to record a video here for a YouTube short. Just give me a minute. All right. And I may have to do this multiple times. So it's great. I'm having you here is going to help me focus and say my lines directly. I'm reading a teleprompter or not. I don't have a teleprompter, as you can see from my um, background shot here. I don't have a teleprompter. I have a teleprompter. I just don't have it set up, right? So, yeah, so hey guys, I'm really gonna get in here. I'm gonna record this. I want you to bear with me. It's gonna be about a minute, and I'm gonna take it. Have you ever wanted to learn to play the piano? I am gonna present to you how to play the piano in 30 minutes. Let's go. The first thing you have to do is get a piano. Get a piano. How are you going to play without a piano? And I might insert here, bruh, you know, how are you going to get a piano? You go to Amazon. I have the link in the description of this video. Check it out. Get a piano and come back. This is the first minute. We'll see you in the next minute. Something like that, right? Or you want to learn to play the piano? Let me show you how in 30 minutes. Let's go. Or something like that. Just, and you can go from live to tape because do I have a scene for that? Oh man, I do not have that scene. Ecamm also lets you do shorts. Whoa, got the wrong camera selected. Yikes. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is already in the format for YouTube. This is 9 by 16. This is already pre-formatted in YouTube so that it's ready for shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, the whole 9 yards. I just got to remember to zoom in. I think this is supposed to be switched to another camera. And there it is. Boom. But I'm using Ecamm to do all of this stuff. Right? 30 minutes to play the piano at Carnegie. No. Okay. I've got a baby grand piano. Now what? I've never been musically inclined. Now, if you're not inclined, that may be one of the reasons why you don't want to do it, right? Because it's never a thing to you. But if you've always wanted to learn, you can learn in 30 minutes or less if you follow these simple steps. Now, you won't be going to Carnegie Hall and playing over there, but you will have is it 2 hours already? Man, I need to get off of here. I need to get off. Get off. Indeed. So, you have to listen to the bass line, follow the bass line. There's really simple patterns that I can show you how to get there. Now, here's also your hand positioning. Your hand positioning. Where did it go? Hand position. Let's see, up top shot. Oh. Really? Oh. All right, we'll let's stop this. Let's stop. Let's go back to it. I think I might still be able to play. I think I still might be able to play chopsticks, Adrian Nash says. Sorry. It's like step 2, manage your expectations. That is awesome. Felicia, that I'm starring that one. That one is going in the books. Step 1, get a piano. Step 2, manage your expectations. I would just really sit down and work out that list and just sit down, take 30 minutes, and record them as shorts. I believe that's what I'll probably do for Vlogmas this year. Last year I did 30 things. I think I stopped the shorts at 24, I believe. I got through 24 of them, and I have 7 more to do. They're there. They're recorded. I just haven't gotten around to editing with all the other stuff that I've been doing. And, managing expectations. Adrian passed step 1. Now what? Manage expectations. So, seek Amethyst, Lioness of Videography. That is it, Aubrey is saying, started piano as a kid. Whenever I write music, it's on piano. Then I moved to the guitar. Think of the piano as my mother tongue. Wow, that's good. And I have that flipped. I started on the bass, went to guitar, and then to piano. So there's still a lot of love for the guitar. Hold on one second. This is the Taylor GS Mini Koa. Love this. I have to cut my nails. I haven't played guitar in a minute. Ooh, it's off. What has been sitting here in this room is a little colder. It's a really nice, really nice, tune. When I think about it, did you want to learn to play guitar? Trade you. I need to know how to play guitar in 30 minutes. man, that's these are all things that people. So I play guitar, I play the steel drum, right, and I play the piano, obviously quiet time piano. I play the bass guitar and saxophone, trumpet, French horn, tuba. In fact, I had tuba in my on my screen for many a stream. Bass guitar, upright or electric, both. Um, Cello, violin. I have a violin around here somewhere. I think it might be in the other room, upstairs. Right, so you want to make sure that you can do it. Okay, so here's a request. Can you play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on piano? My daughter loves that song. Absolutely. Amethyst. Absolutely sick. Amethyst, thank you for requesting the song. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So Simply Obs is also saying, my room is on the edge of the house. I have to tune every time I play. Every day. I did most of my early playing on a Taylor. That's good. I had Ibanez for my first acoustic guitar. And then over time, I got acoustic guitars. I got the Taylor, and I absolutely love it. The sound of the Koa wood is really cool. I also have another Ibanez, montage acoustic. Um, that one is super sweet because it has built-in distortion and overdrive, built-in overdrive on it, so you could pretty much use it as a one stop guitar shop if you needed to. And yeah, it's good. Acoustic guitar um, really is cool because you don't need an amplifier. You don't need anything electronic to play it. That's why I like the Acoustasonic from Fender. I'm a Fender for my electric guitars. I love Fenders. Um, the Stratocaster, the Telecaster. Those are my two favorite electric guitars. I also have, Gibson. Sometimes you need that bigger sound, and Gibson but I like the ESP LTD EC1000. That's my favorite axe. That's a double humbucker. Um, with sometimes with like maybe a Bigsby whammy system, or even just without it. It's just absolutely phenomenal. The EC1000. Awesome, awesome guitars. So Doc is saying, I have a violin, guitars, and bass and keyboard. Can't play much, and electronic drums. That's awesome. And how to become a billionaire in 30 minutes. Get $1 billion. Done. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. Second Amethyst, Agent Nash, you're welcome. Yvette says, I always wanted to learn guitar acoustic. Well, in order to do it, you'd have to get one. I would recommend going down to your store, buying one, secondhand, because that's what I did. I bought one secondhand. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Get it, learn, and then as you learn, you go down to the store. I was in Guitar Center all the time, and the different music stores around town, and play the instruments. It's like, hey, Isabel, can I play that? After I've got to a certain level of proficiency, and you just play the one song that you know, right? But until you find the one that's right for you, and it's just like, oh, the heavens open up and the clouds, and there's a light shining down on you, and all of that. You take it, right? Yeah, that's amazing. I'm waiting for someone to give me one. Myself, they have one that's it's like a honey sunburst. Oh, it's so beautiful. They have the blue one as well too. Oh, not blue, but teal. Or is it blue? I forget the color, but that honey sunburst one is just like, ah, so good. Fam, it is wow. It is that time. I wanted to just jump in on here and show you just a little bit of Ecamm. This is the Ecamm window, right? Yeah, it sounds like a beautiful Acoustasonic Stratocaster is amazing. It is amazing. And we have so you're looking at my whole window here. And so on it, on the left is where I move that around. You can see that's my scenes window. If I go to the comments, right, when I click that. And so if I go to the single shot with text, right? And so you're able to do the scrolling ticker like they have on StreamYard. But you have total control over every element of the screen. And for some people, that might be intimidating to a lot of people in this space. This is the main scene that I roll with, this one right here. You know, it has, you know, my logo bug and the different things, the white border, and then the background. It's simple, just 3 elements, 4 elements. No, it's 3 elements because the white border is a function of the camera overlay, okay? And then the border, and then the background. And in this one, we have a little bit more. And so we have, you know, these are text overlays. Will it move? No, it won't move because the scene is locked. See the lock right here next to the scene. But you can actually see the box of text when I put the mouse over it. And of course you see my Pro mouse. It's got the little purple. So when I click on something, I can actually magnify. I don't know if it's going to magnify on screen. Yes, it does. I had to wait the 7 seconds to see that, right? So that you can see here as I click this button, it shows the different text that I have there. And as I save it, it goes back to you acknowledgements, reflection. This is like a little run sheet. And of course I have my picture here. Here is, I double check that. You can put that on. So, but you have total control of the whole scene. Coming up, you set the font size and everything. You have total control of how big or how small those scenes are. And so, and of course I'm playing in the background my sound effect. And I'm moving the volume. Right. Okay. Cool. Boom. So that's a little bit of that. And then the overlays, this is where the magic happens. This is where I can show an overlay. I see you used to have those. And making sure that they show up when I have the songs that I'm going to play. I usually put those in Um, and of course, the music stops. But over the piano, right, it's easy to go. And you can see those. I usually put those over this scene. Yeah, so a lot of different things moving around, moving around. And of course, you can see here my camera switcher. Can you see that? The camera switcher. So if I wanted to go from that camera to this one, of course, the scene is locked. So I have to unlock the scene first. And then we can switch. No, it's not switching. Why is it not switching? We'll worry about that later. All right, so now we're out of demo mode and we can go back to looking at some of the comments. I am a Fender gal. I was over the moon when I found out about the acoustic. Okay, someone gave it to you. It is a beautiful instrument. My electric is a Charvel Strat. Very light action to play. That's awesome. Awesome. A lot of different moving parts. Keyboard. I can do the right hand well. G. Albert saying. Or the left hand. Meh. But both hands together is rough. And for you, I would say it's like playing the scales. You know, play them slow. You don't have to play them fast, right? And if you want to be able to put it together like that, because your right and your left brain think differently, right? Well, it isn't the right brain, left brain thing, but it's your right hand. I'm assuming you're right-handed, so your right hand is the dominant hand. But getting the left hand to play together, it took me years to really, really figure out what is playing one finger at a time instead of two. And that may help. And see, I haven't played music in a while. This is F.R. Humphrey saying, I haven't played music in a while, you know? And that's fine. There's never too late of a time to get into it, right? So, all right, I think that's the end of the live. So grateful for each and every one of you. Indeed. Now, music has the power to help you. That's why they have music therapy as a profession. You could be a musical therapist. And listen to this. When I was in my third hospital, the doctors made me go play piano and sing every day because I was fully speaking, but I was monotone. So the singing helped Aubrey modulate her tone, because that's what we do when we're singing. To ask a question, do you want me to ask a question? You raise your voice at the end. Huh? Asking a question. Music therapy helped me. When they heard me sing happy birthday to my sister, they were shocked. Absolutely. Cheers to Blackout Friday. Music therapy helped. And I'm glad, Aubrey, that you were able to come on and share today. I mean, it's always a joy to talk to you in person. and figuring out the nuances of life. Every day you learn something new, and you're able to share and bring joy to the world. Right? It's the season, joy to the world. Even though we've been bringing joy to the world all year. Right? That's what the MLB crew, the Mad Crew. Now I'm calling you the Mad Crew. It's like the home team, or even the the Soil family from Black's Tropical, or the 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 workers, the HIAW crew, how it all works crew. You find your tribe, and you ride or die with them. Cheers to a lived experience. That's it. Now Aubrey can talk about music therapy in a way that I cannot, because I have not lived that experience to the point where I couldn't talk. Then I could talk in a monotone, but music helped me to modulate my voice so that I can give emphasis to the parts that need it, and just be chill and super. But I mean, even my speaking, as I said, speaking, speaking, you two notes, even my speaking, the Mad Crew is fueled by love. Yes, the Mad Crew. It's like MLB. That's kind of like, not restricted, but it's trademarked, so I can't really be talking about MLB like that. Plus, they're off season right now, so. eh. But the Mad Crew is fueled by love, sustainable servitude, the Make a Difference crew. You know, make life better. That's kind of like the Make a Difference. Like when you're not there, people notice. That's what we're going for. It's like, oh man, I missed this. So I'm gonna end with this story. There's a guy who, in his retirement, decided, you know what? I'm just gonna say hello to people. That was it. Hello. Say, I love you. Hello. How you doing? So good to see you. That's all he would do from like 6 in the morning until like about 10. He became a national hero. I mean, he had a state funeral when he passed. It's the power of hello, but also the power of making a difference. So much so that the spot he used to be at is like at a rotary. And I'm talking about Mr. Barnes from Bermuda. I seen him. I was there and I experienced it. It's like, oh yeah, Barnes. He's like a national. He's like, if he wasn't there, people noticed to be like, hey, where was Barnes today? All right. And so it is with each one of us. We have that potential to become, but people won't know if you don't do it. Yes, you can do it. And doing it live, I think, is the more powerful, impactful way to do it. MLB and MAD are trademarked, but probably not with crew on the end. I think Mad is the magazines where they have anyway, that's fine. Make a Difference crew. We will come up with a name. Quiet Timers. Quiet Time Pianisters. I don't know. We'll figure something out as we go along. But in this space. I'm really thankful and grateful for each one of you that came through today. For the 10 of you that are still watching, 11, maybe someone on Facebook is popping through, but still 12. And y'all are making a difference. I said, Dave, you still live? He's like, yeah, we're still live. Coming up on 3 hours. But it's been phenomenal. It's been awesome just hanging out with y'all today, sharing and hopefully providing great value. Just sharing your lived experience in a way that is engaging. I'm about to be a blackout crew of one. Oh, Adrian, that's so hilarious. It's like, I'm sleeping in today. Y'all ain't getting me out in these streets. That's for sure. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for sharing and for making a difference today by using your hands, your voice, and your heart. Powered by love, fueled by love, to make a difference. We all about it. And I pray you have a wonderful day. Continue to smash the like buttons. For those of you who want to replay, pulling it through. Yes, I do enjoy y'all's company for sure. And who needs Wakanda? We got no okra. It's like Wakanda forever. Nope. No okra forever. All right. Thank you. It's been real. It's been good. It's been real good. We grateful for each and every one of you. The song selections, the questions that were asked, even the ones that were not asked that I answered, talking about your lived experience. And I only mentioned a small subset of all the things that kind of make me unique. And there are other people who have that experience. And so I can talk to them authentically. I could talk about that experience. Last thing. I know I said that was the last thing just now, but I feel like a preacher is like, in closing, spirit song. All right, we'll drop with the spirit song. But in the interwebs, there's a guy, an expat, a military guy living in Thailand. And he's sharing his experience. Sharing his experience. And he is able to talk authentically about it because he's been living in Thailand for 4 years. The transition, how he's able to make out the fact that for him, a lot of people are like, I don't want to move to Thailand. I want to learn the language first. It's like, no, move there. Learn the language while you're there. It's much better to learn the language when you're in the country. My daughter spent a year in Spain. Now she's fluent in Spanish because the classes are taught in Spanish. You gotta, of course they keep it simple, baby talk until you can get your way and you get the grammar and you can navigate, if you know the verb, then you can conjugate it in the way that it needs to be conjugated. Absolutely. Work through that. But he's talking about moving to Thailand. He's like, a lot of people don't move because they're afraid of not being able to be understood. But Thailand has so many expats and so many tourists that the native Thai people have, I mean, it's not maybe fluent English, but you're able to communicate with, the taxi drivers. Those guys, they have to know, Uber or whoever it is, they know. It's like, hey, if you want that tourist dollar, you negotiate and you speak in English, right? Because a lot of people come from all over the world, not just Americans or UKs or Australians, right? But I said Great Britain, Brits. I said the UKs, English people. Wow, David. So in the first closing, let's talk about XYZ. In the fourth closing, let's talk about this. But Yvette asked the questions that what earphones are you using in ear? Right. So I have these KZ Pros. You can tell by the distinctive marking on the side. I put it in front of my eye so it, right. You see the right KZ Pro. We have it on here. KZ Pro. KZZSN Pro. And drop that on here. KZZSN Pro. The link is in the description of this video. Right? KZZSN Pro. I probably can grab the text. And as I copy that, paste it in to the chat. This one would also work. Okay. It might be a different link, but it'll still work. It'll bring you to the same place. Absolutely. Absolutely. So even if you're not an influencer on Amazon or on influencer. An influencer is one who has had built up a following in another platform, either LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Amazon wants to know that you can drive traffic to Amazon. They're not going to give it to people who haven't done that homework ahead of time. So it's kind of to be an influencer on Amazon, or not an A-lister necessarily, but just to have a store on there and be able to run Amazon Lives. That is important to get through. So you can join the affiliate program on Amazon, and that would drive some support for your channel as you're growing it. So you go to Amazon go to affiliates. Oh man, I forget exactly what it is. I think it's affiliates.amazon.com. Trying to remember. Let's see here. Trying to make sure we get the right thing. You know, my different alarms that I have going on. Amazon Associates. Oh, hang on one second. Let's see that. Affiliate-program.amazon.com. Thank you. It's affiliate-program.amazon.com. So Blind Guy, his wife, their life, they have an Amazon affiliate. They have an actual store because they're not just affiliates from Amazon, but they are influencers. I believe they can go live on Amazon if they wanted to. They use their main show to highlight different things in their Amazon store. The other thing that you could use, kit.co. Kit.co. So, for example, I have Amazon affiliate dash program.amazon.com, and the other one is kit.co. So I'm going to just give you kit.co slash Hunte Boy, I believe is, or if you go to Rebrandly David Hunt link slash gear. Okay, so the three websites. This is the first one, affiliate-program.amazon.com. That is the Amazon program. This takes you to my kit where I have recommendations or places you can find my gear. And of course, if you want to remember, davidhunt.link/gear. That brings you also to the kit page. Laquita and Corey, we can go live on Amazon. I was supposed to start that too this year. It is a way to help supplement, so I can use my family's WhatsApp and Zoom community. Yes, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, Albert. All right, so there was a song requested, and we're going to end with that. Yvette Lee? Oh, no, not Yvette Lee. This was Spirit Song. Where did it go? Spirit Song. Yes, Felicia. She's like, can you play a Spirit Song already? All of this talk with the MLB crew, the Mad crew, all this other stuff. So just play the music, David. Just play the music. And we will be ending with this one. This is actually hiding place. You got a bonus song. Spirit song. I am not seeing it. Spirit song. Spirit song. I'm not hearing it in my head. Okay. I think I've got it now.